What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about Jesus Coin today. A few of you have requested this, more than a few of you actually, so we're gonna get right into it. I've been meaning to make a video on this over the past couple days, and I want to just be like real honest right now. Set the pace of this video. Things do not look good, you guys. Things do not look good for Jesus Coin, right? And I feel like it's fairly obvious. We have a few indications as to why that is. Okay, so looking at this here. Very nice move up. You came down, you had your like bull flag, right? Broke out of it, but you didn't like really break out, did you? You just kind of marched out. It was looking like we were getting ready to break out, but all we did really was form a double top. And then we came down. This is what they call an M pattern. You can see it. It's very clear, right? It's like an M. And with M's, generally speaking, from a statistical standpoint, you're more likely to have a bigger second leg than a first leg, but you don't have to. It's common enough to see shorter second legs. You don't have to see new all-time lows. And I think that this would be one of the exceptions where we do see a higher low. But also from a statistical standpoint, you are likely to go below the low, the focal point here that like kind of gives it the M shape to begin with. So statistically speaking right now, guys, things do not look good. It looks like we're going to go lower than this, and the reason why this is not a good thing to break is because if we take this fib scale here from this low, the all-time low, to the relative high that we just had, we found support right at the 382. Very beautiful move, right? Support off the 382, off of a strong move. We got continuation, but not really, not enough. It didn't come. Low volume, right? This little spike of volume right here, the highest amount of volume that we've seen on Poloniex at least, came on a red day, not as we were moving up. So that's not encouraging. But if we do break above the 382, the reason why it's not necessarily a good thing is because from the 618 to the 69, that would be our like expected price area to go to. And odds are it wouldn't happen like over a long period of time. It would probably happen in a very short amount of time. Probably by the end of November, would that? Or no, I'm sorry, by the end of this month. Probably by the end of October. I know I was talking about new all-time highs by the end of this month, but guys, things have changed. Things have changed. Now, I want to, now that I've been a little bit bearish, I want to get a little bit bullish, and let's talk about the bullish stuff, right? There are some bullish things going on. If we look at the daily, this is a bearish thing. From top to top, you have a lower high. Top to top, you have a higher high on a closing basis. Yes, the wicks are lower, but this is read by closing bases. And if you look at the bodies, this body here is here. This body here is higher. That is a higher high on closing bases while having lower highs on the RSI. That is bearish divergence. Now, on the bright side, this move, I think, does suffice. Like, you could turn around from here and go up, and that bearish divergence could have played out. I think that it's played out enough. On the downside, it could go lower, but that wouldn't be because of the bearish divergence. That'd just be because it's just having a retracement. On the bright side, I know I was going to say I was talking about bullish stuff, and I haven't been talking about bullish stuff, but we have a lower low in the RSI. We have a lower low, and we're around the 50. Like if I put a line right here at this area, like if we were to bounce like right here, we found resistance once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times in this area. Finding support in this area, I think, would be a very bullish thing, and maybe even expected thing. But you have a lower low, along with an area potentially that you found support in plenty of times, and it's around the 50, which is a significant level on the RSI across many charts anyways. But lower low right here, higher low right here. That is hidden bullish divergence, and that tends to play out in uptrends, right? And I think that as of right now, we're still technically in some kind of an uptrend, but we could go lower. This hidden bullish divergence will be invalidated if we take this low out, right? If we close below there. And I would think with the move that we've had based on this fib scale, you guys, from bottom to top, if we were to break this 382, likely it wouldn't bounce there. Like if we were to go below this, we go at this price area again, we're probably going to go lower. So I don't think that there's going to be hope that if we went down here, we could close above this day and still keep this hidden bullish divergence valid. No, I don't think it's going to happen. I think if we come really just a little bit lower, we're probably going to see a drop, which from this chart, I'll see what the actual price is, but from this chart, it'd be a 55 to a 63% drop from the current price. I want to look at, let's just see what we're doing here. Number 1,000 back down, man, at $6 million in a market cap. You're at 5.6, so you're a little bit higher than what you're at now. Look at that, having a little bit of a recovery. So That is nice to see. Again, to the bullish effect as well. This is technically a higher low, right? Which isn't necessarily a bad thing either, but it does have a rather bad shape. So to negate the bullish stuff, we would have to close below this daily low here. Probably just close below. If we had prices going below 70391, that's probably enough for me, at least, to think that prices are going to go to 70s22, 70s18, potentially even lower than that. But to invalidate the downside and make this kind of like a shakeout, we're shaking out the weak hands. Just break above this high. Break above this. Get a higher high going. Keep these higher lows going. Get a higher high, and then we can resume the previous bullish outcome that we were looking for. But generally speaking, this kind of price performance after a break of a flag is not a good look. This is not a good look at all. Like, let's just see. I don't know. Let's go to Bitcoin real quick, because Bitcoin loves its flags, man. Let's just see here. Find a good one that's like classic, because I could nitpick and find some flags. I don't know. Right, like a bear flag. Right, here's your bear flag, or maybe even this one. Right, you're coming down, you're flagging out, and then you broke. Right, you can see the difference. Right, you came down, you flagged out, and then you broke. Right, here you came down, you had a pennant, kind of, it's like a flag, but it's a pennant, and then you broke, but not really, right? So you didn't get that immediate bullish follow through that you would see after breaking a flag. To be fair, this was a bear flag or a bear pennant technically, but then eventually you did break upwards. This isn't really a flag. That could be a flag. I don't know. I wonder. Let's see if we can find a bullish flag. Right, yeah, stuff like this. Up and then down here. And then when you broke, I would say that you broke it probably over here. It didn't take too long before you moved up. Now that's not, I guess it's not as conventional as like you'd like it to be, but all in all, it doesn't have these kind of like pullbacks that we're seeing right now. Right? Like this, I feel like this is a busted flag pattern. But it might not be busted yet. It might not all, it might be early to say that. I wouldn't recommend selling. This isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. It's your money. Do what you want with it. I'm not selling. I'm just telling you guys what I'm doing. I'm not selling any Jesus coin at all. In fact, if it goes lower, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to buy more. If it goes lower, I'm just going to buy more. That's all I'm going to do. So it's still early enough, right? We're at a $6 million market cap, $6.7 million market cap. Stuff like this happens, right? People are going to freak out, and it's like, oh no, it's going back to zero. No, it's not. I think it'll be totally fine, guys. From top to bottom, we had a 70 or almost 60% pullback from this relative, like top to bottom, like 52%. How come we're having a smaller pullback now? But you guys were all so bullish on this pullback, and now everyone's like freaking out. And I get it. The reason why is because we could go lower. Stuff like this isn't in the expected moves. The expectation is to go higher, and probably higher than these highs, but facts are that if we go down, you guys, it's just going to be a better opportunity to buy. Now, again, I don't think it's a good time to sell, because with something like this being worth $6.7 million in market cap, you could see this thing turn around real fast. And when I say turn around, I mean like it could be, with this kind of market cap, you guys, 6 million, if we were to do a 10x in a day, which is totally possible, right? That would take us all the way up to here, right? That would take us up to new all-time highs. We could 100% do that in a day. You could blink, you could sell your coins right now today. It drops like 10% tomorrow, and then the next day, just boom, 10x higher. And maybe that doesn't happen. Maybe it takes its time to get up there. It doesn't, just because it's a low cap doesn't mean it has to have these explosive moves. But, I think the proof is in the pudding. Here, over the course of 2 days, literally from bottom to top, you had a move that was a 7x. Right here in one day, you had a move that was, that was 162%. But you get the point. You can see very big moves in one day. We go to Dogecoin, right? Dogecoin, which by the way had a much bigger market cap whenever it did this move than Jesus Coin does right now, which means it's harder to make this move, right? Higher market cap equals harder to move the price around, percentage-wise at least. This day right here, that was a 383% day. And really, technically speaking, this happened like later in the day, like within a 24-hour period from start to finish. Not of this day to this day, but it took, let's see, oh man, I wish I could do 4 hours because I would show you, but I remember this day, you guys. It was within a 24-hour period. Like it was sometime toward the end of this day here that this move up happened, and then it was the beginning of this day that this move happened, right? By the end of the day, it was coming down here. So within a 24-hour period, you literally saw this thing move over 10x. It did a 13x, almost a 14x actually. So, and that was with a higher market cap. It had a higher market cap than Jesus Coin does now, back whenever it was worth that price. So, again, going back to the reason why I would not sell here, I would not recommend it to anybody. It's your money, do what you want. I'm not an advisor. This isn't financial advice, but personally, I'm not selling here. I wouldn't recommend anybody sell here. It's definitely buy the dip territory, and if we go down, be grateful, because it's just an opportunity to scoop some more up, right? You guys, I'm sure a lot of you wish that you bought some down here, right? Well, if it goes back down there, wish granted. There you go. You know, like that's nothing to be too scared about. So all in all, I think Jesus Coin is in good shape. I really wouldn't recommend like selling at least until we have that burn going on in December. But even then, you know, like who knows? Who knows? The potential for this thing is pretty immense. I don't plan on selling any of my coins anytime soon. I'll let you guys know whenever I do. Be totally transparent with that, as I have been, right? But right now, that's just the game plan. Buy if it goes lower, hold in case it doesn't. Because again, it's just such a low cap coin. Ridiculous things can happen in a big. Look at how much we've recovered already, man. We're at 5.5 right now. We were all the way down at like 4.4, not but like 3 hours ago, 4 hours ago, something like that. So, anyways, that's all I got for you guys. I feel like I'm just rambling right now. To prove the bullish side right, to prove the idea that we're going to go higher, get above this high, which would be what? That'd be above 7 zeros, 8 9. So get above 7 zeros, 9. Okay, let's start seeing some nines, or even one less zero in the mix, right? Get rid of that. To see the bearish effect, get below 7 zeros, 3 9, essentially, or 3.9. I would say 3.9, because it went a little bit lower than this on CoinGecko too, but I would say, yeah, get below like 7 zeros, 3 9, something like that, and then we can talk about this thing going probably back down to like wherever the 61869 would be, which is at like I think 7 zeros 18, 7 zeros 18, and 7 zeros 22, something like that. Yeah. So watch this area. Watch this area. I don't know what to say right now. You know, I think that there is bullish things going on, but this doesn't look good right now. Just calling it for what it is, for what it looks like on the chart. This doesn't look good right now. It's not promising. Can it turn around? Can it look like this and then go up? Absolutely it can. But for what it is, for what it's worth right now, just being blunt, being honest, I'm not holding my breath for this thing to go up. I definitely could see it coming down. So if you like the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to see more, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.